to the Albert and Billy show. As you see, we're joined by Lonnie again. She's back. We're going to update you on how she done in Cincinnati when you was last here, when you were getting geared up for it. She's going to go the next week, I think. The next night, literally the next day after we filmed that, she won the Bledsoe County Fair. So the fair again. So, and then you jetted up to Cincinnati. And we'll, we won't tell you yet how she done. We'll let her tell you that. But she done really, really well. Even better than I thought. I was told wrong. But we are here, folks, and you'll get a virtual tour of everything going on. But this is the Fall Festival, Pawpaw, and look at the crowd. If you can just see behind us, I mean, there's people everywhere.
This is fall weather, too.
Yeah, I was so glad of that. You know, they were calling for rain at first. I'm so glad it's not going to.
Ian's presence is not welcome in Bledsoe County.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's keep it on the coast.
Exactly.
Let's keep it on the coast.
That's exactly right. Where is old Hurricane Ian now? Is he done?
Well,
he should be done. My gosh.
No, it made landfall. Yeah. But we don't want it to come this far yet.
No, it hit Florida hard, so keep those folks in your prayers.
I wouldn't want to live in an island.
No, it's hitting islands. I guess it's headed for a different spot now.
We went to Sanibel Island.
In Florida?
Right outside Fort Myers, and it demolished it. It demolished Sanibel's no more.
Yeah, I know. Though it'll be kind of like I don't know, kind of similar to New Orleans. They're going to have to rebuild from bottom up. I mean, that's what New Orleans had to do, and that's what they'll have to do. Fort Myers in general got slammed. They got hit probably the hardest. They got hit hard.
I found a family as we went out from Fort Myers into Sanibel, a family that used to sit at my grandfather's table to eat dinner.
Really?
I saw their name on their mailbox, and I asked my dad about it when I got back, and he said, "Yeah, that's where they live, Fort Myers."
No, what about that?
I could have stopped and had dinner with them.
You could. You should have. They're like, "Hey, remember me?"
I would have if I had known it.
But yeah, folks, there's people everywhere, and we have this yearly, so we want to let y'all see what you're missing if you haven't come to it yet. You come check out our annual Fall Festival.
There's
right here downtown.
There's a shirt. Happy Fall, y'all.
Happy Fall, y'all. The Fall Festival. I like that.
What about that?
Oh, I need a shirt like that. Happy Fall, y'all. Sounds good. But we do have some announcements, but we're not going to do a whole lot of them today because it's a little different episode today. But we will tell you about some things coming up in the very near future, like the Wild Game Dinner, Pawpaw. The Wild Game Dinner, folks, it's back at First Southern Baptist Church, right here on Main Street in Pikeville. It'll be at their Family Ministry Center on Saturday, October the 8th, which is next Saturday, a week from today. This year,
today's Saturday.
That's it. He's going to correct me, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, literally a week from today is the next Wild Game Dinner. This year's speaker is Ethan Rodriguez. Right?
Rodriguez.
That's very different. Every time I say it, I want to say Rodriguez, Lonnie, but it's Rodriguez. I've never in life heard that. And he is with Stick Boys, and you said you didn't know nothing about that.
And he was at church Wednesday night and explained something about what he was going to do. He makes his own bows to hunt big game. Grizzly bears.
That's right.
And he downs a grizzly bear with a bow and arrow that he makes himself.
Wow.
So he's going to be our guest speaker.
Well, I'd say he'll have a lot of interesting tales to tell.
He will.
You know he will. So he will be the guest speaker, folks. So come check that out. Now, the information about what you need to do if you want to go. Well, tickets are they
They're $20.
Okay.
But there's limited seating. If you want to attend, you need to get your ticket now.
That's true, because it's in a week, folks. So if you run out of time, if you want to go, you need to be letting them know. $20 each for a single ticket, or you can get a table of 10, and it is $200. for the whole table. And all the proceeds are going to go to the Men on Missions community projects, so it's for a good cause. And tickets are available at the church, which is on Main Street. You can also pick them up at Sales Building Supply, also on Main Street. But if you have any questions and you want to give them a call, the number to call is 447-2849. And that's the number to First Southern Baptist Church. And they can tell you everything you need to know. And also, Papa, I will, on the same day, but this will be in the morning total, lunchtime, it's Citizens Tri-County Bank is having their 50th Golden Anniversary Celebration. It's going to be at the downtown Dunlap office, and it will be, it starts at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. it says celebration remarks. Not really sure what that is, but that starts at 10 o'clock. And then 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. will be some festivities. I'm sure they'll have a lot going on because, like I said, it's the golden anniversary for Citizens Tri-County Bank, and that's this is the one in the downtown Dunlap office, okay? That's where it'll be held, which is on 15699 Rankin Avenue. Food trucks serving on site. There'll be barbecue, Philly cheesesteak, tacos, kettle corn, cookie jar dessert, and the meal will be provided by Citizens Tri-County Bank, and door prizes will also be given away. It says, come celebrate with us. That's also next week, October the 8th.
They have branches in 9 different counties.
Okay, you figured it out.
We're one of those 9.
Yeah, they keep adding to it.
And I know this branch manager real well.
I think you do. I know her pretty good myself. I'm on. She's out. Actually, Mama is out here, but she would not want to be on TV.
No, she would run.
She would run, but I actually see her right behind me, talking. She's at the Citizens Bank booth right behind us.
The wind's going to blow this tent away.
It really. And the wind is picking up out there. But I'm so glad it's fall weather, though. I'd rather be like that than be hot, miserable summer day. So I'm glad I can handle the wind any day. Hey, there's your second favorite grandson. Okay. That was Papa's second favorite grandson, Caleb. I always got to get that in. Okay, so I got those two out of the way. I will say this one real quick, too. It's going to be on October the 22nd. It's a barbecue chicken and ribs fundraiser for the Pikeville Fire Department. Okay, they'll be hosting this on Saturday, October the 22nd from 3 to 6 p.m. It'll be at the fire hall, Papa's neck of the woods there. It'll have Kansas City barbecue and the society team smoking medicine. We'll be smoking barbecue chicken and barbecue ribs. What? I didn't know that. Plates are available with choice of meat, 2 sides, dessert, and drink. All proceeds do benefit the fire department. No pre-orders and limited quantities available. Come early, eat in, or carry out. So they're telling me that the Kansas City Barbecue Society team, smoking medicine, will be there cooking this.
Wow.
Well, that'll be some dang good barbecue then, I would think. I know it will be, because they're known for that.
Yes.
Go Pikeville Fire Department. Impressive. I did not know that. All right, Papa, you've got an announcement, don't you?
I do.
About
Let me add to the wild game supper at our church next Saturday.
Yeah.
I know we're going to have frog legs. We've ordered a ton of frog legs, but also there's deer meat and whatever roadkill our pastor could come up with. On Saturday, October the 15th, out at the Mount Crest Fire Hall, that's 30 West, there's going to be a breakfast from 6 o'clock in the morning until 10. You may eat for $8, bacon and sausage, hash browns and scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy and jelly.
What's up, Donnie?
Butter and coffee and milk. But this fire department is, they have this once a month, And it is their way of maintaining their department to protect the people that live in that community.
That's right. It's volunteer, as we always say.
It's volunteer.
So it's for a good cause. Lonnie, did you see Donnie in the window there?
I wonder how many other communities in Tennessee have volunteer fire departments as opposed to funded departments.
Dang, that's an actual good question, and I do not know.
I think Bledsoe County is unique.
That it is.
Because anytime somebody has a broken leg and they need assistance, there will be a benefit for their benefit.
You're right.
The benefit for their benefit on a Saturday night. And that's
true, though. That's
the
true.
way the Amish people get by without paying insurance. They have a pizza party on a Saturday night and raise $60,000 for Albert if he goes into the hospital.
You're right, Papa. And that is a unique thing, and that's unique in a very good way.
Yes.
You know, I've heard people from other towns speak to that. We got people waving at us from every direction here. Everybody out enjoying the festival. But yeah, that's what makes it unique, I think. I've had people tell me from other communities that they do not do that in their town. And they're really impressed by all the benefits that we have, to help, fellow members of the community out. So I think it may be a kind of a rare thing to have.
When I was manager of the supermarket up here, which Pikeville is now.
Yeah, it's Goodlet's back then.
Goodlet's was an organization out of Georgia. They owned 9 stores.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I would submit where I had made a donation to a benefit.
Yeah.
They called me on the carpet one time and they said, "We've got 9 stores. You're the only store that gives money away to a benefit. Why do you do that?" I said, "Let me tell you something. Don't stop it."
No, exactly.
Because just as sure as you stop that, you'll have a negative effect from the ripples of the people that get the benefit of that benefit.
It would have hurt their business.
And I said, some of the people will contribute with you.
They will, and they would have.
They let me keep on donating.
That's very telling, though. You said you're the only one out of 9 places possible.
Out of 9 different, and one of those was in Dunlap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, now Dunlap does it some too. I'm sure. I know they do, but maybe it's just Pikeville does it more than other towns. It seems to be that way.
I'd like to think that.
Yeah, it seems to be that way, but I don't think that all the towns here in the Sequatchie Valley are good about that. I would say most small towns are. That's just some Billyology, I guess, instead of Albertology. But I think I might be onto something there, Alani. And Alani, speaking of Alani, Miss Alani Hankins is back with us today. Hello, Alani.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I've been running around the fall festival all day working. So.
Have you been?
Yeah, I'm a coordinator for the whole kids area.
I didn't know that.
So I've been here since about 6:30.
Wow. Dang.
Wow.
What's the kids area like this year?
It's really good.
Is it?
We have, I think, 4 blow-ups, 8 or 9 games over there, tons of volunteers helping out. So it's been really great. It's been running very smoothly. Yeah.
Good. They got the bouncy house this year?
We do, yeah.
I thought so. I heard a little bit about it.
You can see them.
I can see that. Yeah, they're having a good old time over there at the bouncy house.
Oh, yeah.
I see it bouncing literally pop up. Well, I didn't know you were helping with that, so that's a tidbit too. So they just approached you with this and asked you to do it, and you said yes?
Yeah, they approached me with this in early July before I competed for Ferris the Fair, and I was all for it, of course. And we've been preparing for it ever since. So.
Wow.
But you do not have to do it. You're volunteering on your own.
Exactly. Yeah.
You are a breath of fresh air.
No, thank you.
That's true. I mean, to see a young person want to help out like that, it's not very common. So that's a good thing, though. That's a real good thing that you're doing that. So. And Alani, as you guys remember, she was on our show about a month ago, maybe give or take,
a little over a month. Than that.
And she was gearing up. You were gearing up then to go compete in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And literally the next night, you were gearing up to be in the Bledsoe County Fair to the fair. And that was the next day. And of course, she has that on. We know she won that. But you didn't really know what to expect in Cincinnati, did you?
I didn't
Not at all.
know. It was my very first national pageant.
I remember that.
I had never gone to that level before, so I was really nervous, but it was so much fun. I had a great time.
You did?
Yeah.
Good.
How many competitors were involved?
There were 30 in my division alone. I believe there were over 500 girls in the entire pageant.
Good Lord.
Golly.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Dang. Did you make some new friends, I
I
guess?
did, yeah. All the girls in my category were so sweet, and we got to hang out every single day, so I made some really good
Well,
friends.
yeah. So I guess you got to tour the city every night, didn't you?
Yes, they have amazing food there.
Do they?
They really do. They have amazing food. And
Cincinnati.
It is a beautiful city. I love
Yeah,
it.
I've heard Cincinnati is a pretty
Well,
city.
we went
Yeah.
through Cincinnati on our way to Dayton.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Let me ask you, Alani, do you have any other worlds to conquer?
Well, I'm in college right now, full time.
But I mean,
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
about pageant. What's left?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's plenty, aren't there?
Oh yeah, there is tons of other pageant systems. In January, I'm competing at state for Ferris the Fair, representing Bledsoe County.
Okay. Where will that be, in Nashville?
It'll be in Murfreesboro this
Murfreesboro,
year.
okay.
Yeah, so I'll be competing in that.
And that's in January?
January,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So I'm already preparing for that.
That's a big one.
Then, goodness, I don't even know. I'm just taking it day by day.
She looks like her mama and talks just like her mama. I feel like I'm talking to Misty when I talk to you.
Well, you're designed to go with the flow, whatever.
Oh, that's a good. She is like that.
That's good.
Good eye, Papa. Good call. I didn't even think to say that one, but it does seem to be how you are, and that's the best way to be. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
But so you go to Cincinnati. You're nervous. This is your first national pageant, and you get up there and you win.
That was a very big surprise to me. I went up there with the mindset of learning new things, being at that new level, and making new friends and having a fun time.
Yeah.
And so it was a huge shock.
Maybe that's why you won.
Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe, but it
You
was.
didn't feel the pressure.
Yeah, I went in with the mindset of having a good time and making new friends and learning.
Yeah.
And I think having that less stress on me because of the not having that full worry and pressure, I just was able to have so much fun and I loved being on stage. So
I guarantee, I would say that played a big role in it right there. You didn't feel the
How many
pressure.
steps were involved in the decision that the judges made would make you number one?
I had to do a 5-minute interview with the judges, a formal wear competition, and I had to get on stage and talk about my platform.
Oh, wow.
Did you have to put on a gown?
Yes, that was my formal wear. I wore my formal wear, and then I also competed in like a runway type and casual wear. So I had 6 different areas of competition I had to go through.
Really?
In
Dang.
4 days.
Well, I think we should congratulate you.
Oh, yeah, I
thank
mean,
you.
yeah,
A job
definitely.
well done. A job well done.
Thank
Yeah,
you. It was so much fun.
that's pretty cool to win your first one,
That
and
was
that'd be like a really pleasant surprise there,
It
wouldn't
was.
it?
It definitely was, yeah.
Well, so is your next pageant the state pageant, or you got anything in between?
Yeah, that's my next really big pageant. After Cincinnati, I decided to kind of step back and focus more on Ferris the Fair and volunteering a lot in my community.
Oh, that's
and
good.
focusing on school as well. So my next big pageant will be the one in January.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to definitely get an update on that one. So we're going to Murfreesboro in January.
You've got time to get prettier.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you'll be up there representing Bledsoe County. That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll have you do a couple of trivia questions for Lonnie. We might have to, we'll save a couple for our next guest, I guess, but let's do about 3 or 4 of them for Miss Lonnie here.
All right.
Might as well.
If Tennessee is is called the Volunteers, what do you call the school at Baylor, Texas?
Oh.
That's Cam.
Yeah, that is, isn't it?
What do you call
There's Jackie
the
Roberts.
people that are on the Baylor football team?
I call the people on Baylor the Bears.
The Bears, that's
Bears,
right.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about Auburn in the SEC. Auburn has the distinction of being known by 3 different designations. Auburn what?
Well, I guess we picked you another hard trivia day.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
There's not many schools that have 3 monikers.
Oh, like the nickname? I know the Tigers.
There are the Tigers. That's one.
They have something to do with the War Eagles. Maybe.
War Eagles,
Yeah.
that's 2.
I thought it might be him. War Eagle, okay. The War Eagle, the Tigers, 3. They have 3.
Now let me tell you, let me give you a hint.
You don't have to.
I have a friend of mine that went to the Auburn game every year. He's dead now. But Auburn is known as the loveliest village on the plains.
Okay.
So they are also designated as the Plainsmen.
Okay.
Auburn
I didn't know
Tigers,
that.
War Eagles, but also they're known as the Plainsmen.
You know, I've been to Alabama plenty of times, but I've never been to Auburn. It must be a pretty town or something. for them to say
It must
that.
be. It must be.
I've been to Tuscaloosa, but I've not been to Auburn.
This is. You better get this one.
Okay.
This is the 3rd one now. This is the last one. Martin Luther King Jr. was noted for saying, "I have a."
Drink.
Yeah.
I
Very
knew that
good.
one. I
Very
love
good.
history, so that's. I
Oh,
know-
do you?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite subject. I love history.
Oh,
Really?
well, that's cool. We'll do one. Well, yeah, that's one more, and then we'll get. I've got to track down our next guest.
What? Many years ago, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
He was wheelchair ridden.
Oh.
What disease put him in a wheelchair?
Oh, dang.
He could not walk.
It was just 100 years ago.
He started Social Security in 1935, the year I was born.
He done some things, yeah.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt had
Paralysis?
polio,
Polio.
Polio.
Yeah,
Okay.
Polio.
and he put him in a wheelchair.
You know
But-
what? People don't get polio no more. Why not?
Well, because of
Vaccines.
technology. Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
don't hear.
I didn't know he had
You
polio.
still hear about whooping cough, but there's a lot of childhood diseases that we don't ever have to contend with anymore.
No. I
Let me
remember
tell
the
you,
measles and chicken pox and all that good
I
stuff.
went to my heart specialist Wednesday, and he wanted to put me on a new drug that I needed. His nurse called up here, and the drug was going to cost me, with insurance, $600 a month.
Good Lord.
Goodness.
I turned it down. I said, I don't need that. I don't need that drug.
No, that is ridiculous. That
But he
is.
said I needed it, but
Well, he needs to pay it then. He's probably got plenty of money. He can pay it. They have no business
That's
putting
sad.
people on medicine. It's very sad,
That's
actually.
sad.
It's very sad. That's a big pharma for you. That's just it's terrible.
But my druggist told me that he was going to lose $180 on that $600 medicine because he has to sell the drug for what the insurance company tells him to charge for.
Oh, wow. Insurance, I told you insurance companies were the problem.
The insurance companies are big.
Yeah, they're a big pain in the butt. They're a problem. They're not all of them, but on the national scene, it's a problem. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to pay $600 a month to get something that helps you to live and be better. It's a big problem. Big pharma. Big pharma will be. You'll be hearing a lot more about big pharma in the coming months. You sure will. And maybe some of this will start playing out in our favor. It's about time, that's for sure. That's for sure. But Lonnie, we'll have to have you back before January, though.
Definitely, yeah.
We'll have to bring you back and get an update on you. But I'm glad you were here because people have been asking, have you won the pageant? And I was told wrong, and now I'm mad about that. Because I was told she got first runner-up, and I found out that she won the pageant, so that's even better.
You're not camera shy.
No, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We're so glad you stopped by today.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
Oh,
It's
you're
been
welcome.
fun.
And we'll let you. I know. Well, we'll let you get back to attending to the kids.
All right.
That's good that you're doing that. And we'll take a really short break, and we'll be back with another guest, and we'll have some more trivia.
Good to see you, Lonnie.
Oh, that's
Good
coming
to
up.
see
Yeah,
you.
thanks for coming by, Lonnie.
Anytime, guys.
We'll be
Anytime.
right back, folks.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back, folks, to a special edition of the Albert Billy Show. We're here at the annual Fall Festival right here in downtown Pikeville. As you see, all kinds of folks behind us, beside us, on both sides. But several come up here and wave at us.
Several hundred. I would.
Oh God!
I wouldn't
yeah.
attempt an estimate, but I know it's in the hundreds.
Oh, it's well in the hundreds. I'm going to say closer to 1,000.
If
would be
not
my
pastor
guess.
here, he would say in the millions. Pastorally speaking.
I would just roughly guess, and I'd say it's closer to 1,000. I think.
I'd say you're probably right.
Yeah, that's it. Because there is people parked all over the place.
Yeah. I had to park a mile away. I never got here.
I know, and there were 2 people parked right by my house, and I don't like that. I don't know who you are, folks. They're not even from here, and they're parked right at my door.
I was going to park there, but somebody had it.
I don't even know them. So luckily I didn't see them parked there. You don't want to get that on camera, yeah. You seen Billy pitching a good fit this morning, because I was. But that's kind of crazy, ain't it? I mean, just to park. I wouldn't go to a festival and just pull up somebody's house and park. I mean, come on now. That's common sense, common decency.
Yeah.
Well, probably if you had nowhere else to park, you would park there to get here.
Well, I think I'd at least have enough about me to ask the person that owns the house.
But
Can I park in your driveway?
Yeah, but they didn't see a sign, no parking.
Yes, they did. I do have a sign.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Then you should have that car towed in.
Well, who's to say I'm not going to do that as soon as we wrap filming?
If they're still there, he's like, I might just do it.
Yes, if they're still there, that's exactly what's going to happen. And I say it with a smile. But I was not a happy camper about 2 hours ago at all. Because it was one person at first. I was mad about that. And I'll be dadgum if I come out about 30 minutes later and there's another right behind them. Didn't know either. They're from another county.
Yeah.
Woo. That was hot. But anyway, we were joined by Belinda Alt. And she is obviously, she's one of the top real estate agents really around this area. And you're with Crylot, correct?
That's correct.
And we'll be talking about that. And she's got a booth right back here behind us, and I see them looking right now.
Oh yeah, they're watching me.
But we're going to have Belinda get to participate in Papa's famous trivia. They got some help, thank God. So we'll see what the trivia situation is looking like.
I wouldn't call it famous trivia.
We had Alani answer the first. Well, she helped me with the first 3 or 4. We did pretty good,
All right.
considering what they were.
Why?
The car, Papa.
Why is December the 7th remembered by the United States? What happened on December the 7th, 1941?
Oh,
The bombs of Pearl Harbor?
The bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
so it's.
I've asked, when I was a substitute teacher, I asked that of some of the students at school. They had no clue.
That's sad.
I would think that would be one of the things that you would not omit from your history.
I would hope that they've not. I mean, I don't know, but none of them knew the answer though. It makes you wonder. It does.
But
So that that officially started what, World War II?
well, World War II was already going on in the rest of
Okay.
the world, but we weren't involved.
Until then,
So then that got us involved.
in a big way.
And while they were bombing the Pearl Harbor ships that were stationed there, we had an embassy from Japan in Washington talking. And there they were bombing us.
Ooh, I didn't know that part.
I didn't know that part either.
And listen,
Wow.
one atomic bomb didn't bring them to the peace table. It took
No.
two.
That
But those two atomic bombs unleashed a warfare that had never been witnessed by anybody in the world. And
Sure.
thankfully, we've not seen another one yet.
Oh, I know.
Yet. But I've heard talk that Russia might drop one on Ukraine to get them out of the way.
You never know. You never know. Yeah.
On the 21st anniversary of 9/11, which was last
Oh,
month,
yeah.
why is it observed? Why observe the anniversary of 9/11?
Well, because it was such a tragic day, I guess. I mean,
What
it's-
happened?
Oh, that's when the Twin Towers fell, and
Twin Towers. Those
um,
men that were manning those planes gave up
Yeah.
their lives, and everybody's on board that plane to bring about the effect that they could attack the United States.
Yeah, I actually saw 9/11. I just woke up that morning. I remember it vividly because I was watching. I was getting ready for work or something.
We
I
were
was
too.
watching some of the morning talk shows, and they get on there and start talking about. At first, they didn't really know what was going on. This plane had hit one of the towers. They didn't know if it was an accident or what.
Well, they
And
thought it was an accident to begin
yeah.
with.
And then as I'm watching, I saw it all this live. You see that other plane hit. You
Yeah.
know, I'll never forget that.
No.
It was deliberate, buddy.
Oh yeah, very deliberate. That was. I just remember that real bad feeling, like shivers going up your spine, kind of thing.
It's harder to get on the lawn of the White House than it was to attack those Twin Towers.
Oh, I know. Which
We want to
no,
protect
but
our-
you notice though, you'll never see footage of a plane hitting the Pentagon. Think about that, folks.
Well, they took that plane down that was going to do the Pentagon.
That's so they say. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was not on board, nor will I be on board any plane.
Well, let's put it this way. They should have footage of a plane hitting the Pentagon. And I can tell you this, there was a newscast, and I showed you this one time. There was a newscast right immediately after that. That newscaster, they didn't know what was going on, okay? For one, a red flag is this only aired one time and was immediately removed. Why would you do that? Well, the man was on there saying there's no debris. The plane did not hit the Pentagon. He was saying this is not, the plane didn't hit here. I showed you this video, and then they removed that. That is not good, and I can tell you that I almost think the plane hit the Pentagon. I looked more like a missile to me, and a lot of stuff like that will be unfortunately coming out, in the near future, and it's just, it's sad. It's sad.
I thought they had to make it land in a field near the Pentagon.
That was Flight 93. That wasn't the one in the Pentagon.
Oh,
that
okay.
one was, but those were brave people. They attacked the
because they knew they were
Yes.
going to die anyway.
They did, so I applaud those people. Now they didn't let it do what it wanted to do, and they died heroes.
I would like to hear some of the phone conversations they had
Oh
before
yeah,
before they die.
Yeah.
And I've seen their relatives on TV talk about that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
When I was the monitor at the hot lunch, I can remember the first day I saw a phone in the possession of one of the students. My principal told me, anytime you see a phone in this lunchroom, you take it, because they're not supposed to have phones.
No.
Well,
It's changed now, I think.
I saw one, and I didn't want to take it from the boy, and I just walked by and I said,
You need to get you a drink of water.
I said, put it up.
Put it up. Put up the phone. It is weird that they get to use phones now. Like,
And he did.
we
A
didn't
little
do
later, I
that.
walked by and he had the phone out again. And I said, put it up. The third time, I took the phone.
There you go, Papa.
But I didn't give it to the principal because the principal was not going to give it back to the individual. The mother and daddy had to go and get it. That's how strict the observation was of having a phone in their possession.
Yeah.
Now, aren't you glad that they get to have their phones? Because if something happens, they can alert someone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on that, it's good, yeah. I guess there's pros and cons to it.
Well, I'm sure they
It has to be a
misuse it.
distraction
I'm sure
still.
they
It has to
misuse
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one.
All right.
If Alabama is referred to as the Crimson Tide,
Yeah.
who are the Red Elephants?
Say what, man?
If Alabama is called the Crimson Tide,
It's a trick question.
it is. Listen to what I'm saying. If Alabama is called the Crimson Tide, who comprises the Red Elephants? What school?
This is a hard one. Don't tell us yet, but daggone, this is
Red
hard.
Elephants. That's what they're called.
There is a school that's called the Red Elephants.
Yes, but listen to what I'm saying. If Alabama is known as Crimson Tide, which school is known as Red Elephants?
Alabama.
Alabama.
That was a trick question. I was here trying to think of a team called the Red Elephants.
But thank God, Tennessee's only known as Volunteers.
That's right. That's right. And we beat the Gators last week, baby. Finally.
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
Who is South Carolina's mascot, or what is South Carolina's mascot?
It's a bird of some kind. A gamecock, I
A
guess.
gamecock.
What is a gamecock?
It's a fighting rooster.
Okay. Well, they should call them the South Carolina Fighting Roosters. That'd be better.
That's what people bet on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, trust me, I know that goes on. But for some reason, I wasn't thinking that that's what the Gamecocks meant.
That's just my
Cool.
opinion. I've never bet on a gamecock.
I wouldn't now. They're not very good right now.
I've never bought a lottery.
Steve Spurrier was their coach. He come
Yeah,
from Florida to there.
Yes, he
But
did.
I did not like how he done them. He just up and left. They had one bad season. He did bring South Carolina to prominence again. I'll give him that. But he had one bad season. He just completely bailed on them, and they've not recovered from that. I didn't like how Spurrier done that. Like, he didn't even really say anything about it or nothing. He just left. That was it.
What
I've
I
not heard
did,
much from him since.
what I did not like about the game last week between Florida and Tennessee,
That was a good one.
on the tail end, there is a commercial, and Steve Spurrier's in the commercial.
Yeah, that bothered Papa.
I did not want to see anything about Steve Spurrier. Never have liked him since, because he dominated Tennessee.
He did have a good record against Tennessee under Philip Fulmer. The kicker is, Spurrier's from Tennessee. That's the kicker, and that's what a lot of people from Tennessee don't like Steve Spurrier. He's from Tennessee, but he went to coach in Florida, and he really made an effort to make the Tennessee game a big rivalry. It's like, I don't know, I just kind of see him as a traitor a little bit. It's like, you're from Tennessee, you should be at Tennessee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know he was in a commercial, so I guess he is showing his face again.
But
But
he-
it took him a long time to show it.
He looked like me. He had aged.
Told you, Belinda. Well, Belinda, tell us about All right, you're a real estate agent, obviously. So tell us what you got going on and all about Crylock Realty, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're located across from SVC right here downtown.
I know.
So
Yeah.
we're right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Everybody looking for us because occasionally I have people say, "Well, where's your office?" So we're right there in town. You can find us. But
I'm glad it's in town now.
Yeah, we got something right here where people can just walk in.
Oh, no.
We haven't had that where somebody just come and walk in.
No.
You know, and talk to us. So we're right here. But yeah, I mean, like, so we've been really busy. We've
I
been
bet.
really
I
busy
bet.
because the market obviously has been really good.
Yeah.
So we've all been super busy, but that's good. Bledsoe doesn't have a ton of houses. Anybody needs to sell, you know,
Yeah.
we're here. But like I said, the market's been really good. So it's been a good year for us all.
And it's surprising
Well,
that it's good in a way.
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
If I had a house to sell and I wanted to use your services, what would you advise me as to how long it would stay on the market before I would have success?
Questions, Papa.
Well, and that all depends because it's according to price range on houses. You know, if it's a higher end home, sometimes
Yeah.
those take a little longer to sell.
I'd say
You know,
so.
but like if you're in that 250 or less price bracket, they usually move really quick.
They do.
You're saying $250,000 or less is attainable by the average person.
That's the new normal.
Can you imagine what a house payment would be?
Yeah, you can't hardly get a house down under 200,000.
Really?
That's a shame. That's a shame.
The average home now is probably between 200 and 250. That's your average.
So
Gosh.
what would a house payment be? $2,000 a month?
Well, depends on interest rates.
Yeah.
You know, we did have those incredible interest rates. So people that normally couldn't afford that home
Yeah.
were able to do it. But now interest rates are going up and they've doubled. So now you are looking at probably roughly $2,000 a month.
Oh.
You know, we built our house in 1962, 3-bedroom, brick. We built that house for $11,900. I didn't say that. Our house payments were $55 a month. We had a hard time meeting that.
Yeah.
$55 a month. Golly.
Yeah, it's definitely a different time. Definitely a different time.
Well, I dare say,
To say the least.
Yeah.
if I built that house today, I wouldn't build it for that.
No, and that's one of the reasons house prices, you know, are so much now because building materials went up.
Everything.
So
It's
they
just-
went up.
it's
Everything went
ridiculous.
up.
Yeah.
Everything. So you gotta,
But in Bledsoe County, don't you think that people make less money here than they would in Hamilton County?
yes.
For the most part, yeah.
So,
But it don't seem to matter, does it?
No.
But housing would be applicable in Hamilton County and Bledsoe County as far as the need for a home, regardless.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but now of course a lot of people that live in Bledsoe County don't work here in Bledsoe County.
You're right.
You're right about
You're
that
right.
one.
You know, they're working in Dayton or they're working in Chattanooga.
I have
in
a
these
friend
places.
that
You're right.
her son lives 30 minutes from Pikeville, northwest of here. He drives to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So he's got to drive an hour and a half to get to his job.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but a lot of people, that's what you got to do. I mean, we don't
Yes,
have a job, so they got
I know.
to work out of town. But you know, like I said, but that's the new normal. You know, that price range is
That
the
is
new normal.
that is crazy. I didn't even know that. That is crazy
Yeah.
when
So
you think
you work
about
for
it.
Crylock Realty.
Mhm.
How many people are working there?
We have, well, including our office manager Tina, we
Mhm.
have 5.
Really?
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah.
So
I
finally
didn't
you
know
make
that.
a living out of selling homes in Bledsoe County.
Well, not just beer.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
because I sell in Crossville and in
Oh.
Dayton and, you know, a Dunlap. I've even sold in Saudi Daisy.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we sell all over.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But, well, you know, and they have an office out in Crossville
Right,
that's
yeah.
been there for a pretty good while. So I'm sure y'all still doing good in Crossville.
Oh, yeah, because, of course, Crossville, Cumberland County itself is big. It's
It
a huge
is.
county.
It is.
So, but you know, Bledsoe, considering, you know, a small town,
It's a big county.
It is, and we've had, you know, quite a few homes this year. You know,
Oh, really?
a lot of
Good.
people selling because the profit is so, you know, so
Yeah.
good now. Like you
No
said,
kidding.
they
Gosh.
built their house 20 years ago for, nearly
Oh,
nothing.
yeah,
what you call
they're making a
nowadays.
killing.
So, when you
But
can make
they still-
$200,000 on something, you're,
I
hard not to sell
know.
it.
But don't you still have to buy another
But you
house?
gotta buy back. That's right.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
gotta buy
the
back.
only thing. So that'd be the only
I've
drawback.
had several people, buy land and they like literally sold their house and lived in campers
No
until
way.
until the market comes down and they can rebuild. But I've had several people that live in a camper until they get the opportunity to rebuild back, just because the profit margin was so good.
Yeah, and they don't want to lose that money.
You don't
I
want to
would-
miss out on that
I
opportunity.
gotta be the same way. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
How long have you worked for Trump?
3.5 years.
So you've not seen the fluctuation of price going high and coming back down yet?
I have not.
Okay.
Now, like I said, with interest rates and things like that, the market's gonna slow a little bit.
Yeah.
It's obviously gonna slow down because it's knocking a lot of people out of being able to buy.
I guess so.
Somebody that had before $1,000 payment has now got a $2,000 payment if they tried to buy. So it's knocked a lot of people out, unfortunately. So it's
Yeah.
gonna slow the market down. But still, I don't believe house prices are really going to go down much. They may, like something that's been listed for a while, they might drop the price on like your higher end homes, but I don't
They
believe
don't
your
know.
average home, which I'm calling that
Yeah.
is going to, I don't think those are really going to go down much. I think that's the new normal.
That
Yeah.
is kind of a shame.
Just because it's costing so much to build. You can't
That's
build a
what
house
it is.
for $150,000. Hardly anymore. Even like, say a 1,500 square foot house, it's gonna have a minimum of 150,000 in it, probably more than that.
Mine's
It is. And it's
my-
because of the cost of living in general is just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
My square footage is 1232, so that would cost me close to $200,000 to build it.
Probably close to 150
150.
Oh,
to build that size, probably.
I
Yeah.
have a friend that lives in Palmdale, California.
Yeah.
20 years ago, he was here visiting me, and he told me if I had your house in California, I could get $160,000. That was 20 years ago.
Your
Wow.
house now there would be worth about $500,000.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. I know it's unreal, but that's.
So I should move my house.
Yeah, you don't need to move it there. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
dang right, man.
Yeah, you think our average homes are expensive.
Oh,
Their
yeah, and out
average
there, it's
homes
out the
are
wazoo.
Very expensive.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
For us,
Yeah, but
that's why
they
they're
make
moving
more
here.
money. They're
They
moving
do.
here though, which I don't blame them. If that was
No.
my governor, I would too.
Well, California's wanting a $22 an hour minimum wage too.
That's
Well,
how
but
it balances out usually.
Yeah, but with their house prices and the cost to live there,
It's
$22 is probably not that much
It's
because they
not.
need that to survive.
When
Exactly.
Yeah.
Karen and I got married in 53, minimum wage here in Pikeville was 75 cents an hour. 75 cents an hour. I mean,
I can't imagine that.
where Nickel
That
Road
cannot-
is now, the man that lived, that had a business there, was dry goods. He offered me $18 a week to stay here instead of going up north.
$18 a week.
$18 a week.
Was
But
that
you know
good money?
when it probably was, when a loaf of bread's 25 cents or whatever,
Wow.
2 for a quarter.
2 for a quarter, okay, see.
Cigarettes were a penny.
Are you kidding? A penny?
So $18, is pretty good.
That is good.
Gas
man.
was 27 cents.
Dang. We missed out on the good old days, didn't we?
I've been
God
there. I've been
dang.
there.
That is amazing. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
My first car, we bought it in 1960. We were married 7 years before we ever had a car. But that first car was $2,121.25.
Yeah. I'm sure that was a lot of money back then. And that was a lot of money,
Now your car payment been near to that.
Right, that's
Exactly. I know some people have a car payment that is as big as a dang house payment. Forget that. I ain't doing that. But I do know people that are in that situation.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
man.
Some people buy a Lexus.
Well, yeah, no, to buy that you gotta have some serious dough. But yes, if they bought that, they're not hurting for money.
What would it be, $75,000?
Probably
Lexus.
they're high.
I don't
Real
know which
high.
one to get, but yeah, some of them probably
Yeah.
are. But some of these new trucks, these big
Yeah.
diesel
big
trucks,
trucks.
some of these trucks are near $100,000
I
for
know.
a truck.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It is. This.
And like you said, how can you afford that in a house and
You
to
can't.
live?
You
You
can't.
know,
I don't understand
on-
when people do that to
on, like,
themselves.
yeah, I mean,
Well, in an average family with both people working, you got to have a car and a truck,
Yeah.
and a boat, and a house.
And a house, and take take a vacation once a year at least.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah,
that's a must right there.
Yeah, gotta have a vacation.
It's therapy for me to go to the beach.
Oh,
it's like therapeutic.
Oh,
for me.
definitely. I've posted so much stuff on Facebook lately about the beach. I'm sure
Have
people are
you?
sick of seeing it because I'm like, it's all I can think about right now. Come on.
Yeah,
I need a vacation.
I know. I haven't went nowhere
All
this
you gotta
year
do
yet.
is get a truck to haul you a load of sand and dump in your yard.
Yeah, put me up a little, put me a beach chair out there. Yeah.
That's right.
I can look at the mountains and pretend I'm at the beach.
That's right.
They drive up here to see the mountains.
Oh, they do.
They
and in the
do.
next 2 or 3 weeks, everything's going to be changing. The leaves, it's going to be beautiful.
I know.
It's
I
going to
know.
be super beautiful.
Now,
Yeah.
one thing speaking of California now, one thing I did like out there, we was in Southern Cal, because in Florida you don't get this. Like I remember being in the ocean, and then I looked across, just the road, and there was mountains. That was pretty cool, I'd say, because you don't see that a lot. Like in
Yeah.
Florida, you don't see that.
No.
So I did like that. That was pretty cool, and the weather obviously is perfect. It really is. It
It's hard
feels
to
like
be perfect.
well, there's no humidity.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. Like I've never been in that type of climate with no humidity.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's great.
Yeah, I've not been to California. I mean, I would like to go to see it because it's supposed to be
Go to
beautiful.
Southern
The
Cal.
coast,
It is.
see the coast.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. But the weather is like, I've never been anything like it. I had a sinus infection when we left Tennessee. We get out there, it leaves me.
I need to go there
And
now.
they told
then,
me
because
that's
this
why.
weather changes
I
really
know
mess with me.
I was out there 10 days. I didn't have it, none. And then as soon as we get back to Texas, I believe, it starts coming back. And in Tennessee, I was right back at it. I had a sinus infection all over again. So I wasn't ready to come home. But yeah, do you think the market though is it gonna eventually just bottom out or what? It's hard to know, isn't it?
It is hard to know, but I don't think so.
I
Like I said, I think it's
hope
going to slow way up. I think we're
Yeah.
going to see a definite slow up, but we're still in a housing shortage.
Yeah.
So people are still needing to buy houses. They're still looking for
That's
houses.
true.
Kids get married.
Yeah.
They're gonna have somewhere to live.
Right, and
Yeah, they're never
and-
gonna stop looking.
right, and so especially these bigger like Knoxville, Nashville places,
Oh,
they're really in a
yeah.
housing shortage. So I think it's not gonna like crash, like that
Okay.
kind of thing. I don't believe. Who knows?
I
But
know, I hope
don't,
not.
But I do believe there is going to be a slowdown. I mean, there's
I
got
do-
to be.
there
There's
don't
not
have
really
to
any
be.
choice for
Yeah.
it. But I think it's going to go back to a more normal pace. These last couple
hope
years
so.
have been just crazy. So I
Big
think
time.
it's pretty much going to go back to more of what you call a normal pace instead of just being
I
bombarded.
think so too.
Yeah.
And I think it'll start going like that in just in life in general. Really hope so. I think it will. And it'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better because it's kind of out of control right
Yeah,
now.
we've had a lot of out of control stuff the last few years.
Yes,
So we just
yes.
get back to normal.
Somewhat normalcy would be
Right.
would be welcome change. That's for sure, wouldn't it, Papa? Well, Belinda, you'll have to come back sometime, and we'll have to show you business. We can come up there and
Sure.
show it to everybody.
That'd be great.
And you'll have to come back.
Okay.
Did you have a good time? We
I
want you
did.
to relax. You did.
I
Done
did.
well.
I did. I was very nervous to start with, but you made it very relaxing, so it's good.
Oh, good. Thank you. We always try to do that.
You are a positive image for your business.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
So I mean, I want to be. I want
Yeah.
to be. That's important. Your
It
image
is,
is important.
it is.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That'll get you
Yeah.
more and more business being that way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know how to be any other way.
That's the way to be right there.
I don't know
either.
any other way.
I know.
So.
I'm me, like it or leave it.
Yeah.
I'm me. That's the best way to be. You're
Yeah,
right. You're
so.
right. Well, I'm glad you come by today. You got a taste of it
I
today,
did.
so now you
Thank you
can
for
come back
inviting
and
me.
be.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I got
And we'll
you.
definitely
Oh.
bring you back. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. And we'll be right back after a short break, folks. So stick around. We'll show you some more of the Fall Festival that's coming up next.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Last couple of days, I guess it's really starting to feel like it more and more.
Yeah. Whenever, and I'm already seeing leaves falling.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
That's indicative of fall weather when
It is.
the leaves fall.
I know. I guess I wonder why they call it fall. I wonder if that's the reason. It does make you
I
wonder.
would just hate to have the job of raking all these leaves on these mountains.
Woo, yeah, me too. That'd be rough.
Bunch of them.
Well, our Albertology today is going to be some jokes, and I know Papa's got some jokes lined up for us. So,
I've got a few.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
This is probably classified as Dumb and Dumber. You remember that movie, Dumb and Dumber?
That's a great movie.
They could not have picked two better men to do that.
No, they really couldn't.
But this is dumb. Larry wins the lottery. Dashes downtown to claim his prize. Give me my $20 million, he tells the man in charge. Sorry, but it doesn't work that way.
No.
You'll get $1 million. The other 19 million are scattered over 19 years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He is furious. He said, look, I want my money. If you're not going to give me my $20 million right now, I want my dollar back. That's Dumb and Dumber.
He is a dummy. He's a big dummy. Want that 20 million or just keep the million? You take the million, I want my dollar back. He's an idiot, yeah.
Posted on the elevator at work is the usual warning sign in case of fire. You do not use the elevator.
Right, yeah.
Scrawled underneath that message on the door of that elevator, somebody said, use water. Water is what everybody uses if you're a fireman.
Good point.
These two bluebirds are sitting on a tree limb.
Yeah.
And there's a big jet flying overhead.
Yeah.
One bird says to the other, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They're having to work hard, aren't they?
All right. Did you hear about the mermaid and the fisherman?
No, what about the mermaid and the fisherman?
They met online.
Cheesy but funny.
Bob says to Al, when did you get a trombone? Al said, I borrowed it from the kid next door. Bob says, I didn't know you could play the trombone. I can't, but now neither can he.
He must not have been no good at it either.
Well, I'm sure he got...
They silenced him, didn't they?
He got tired of listening to it every night. The biggest loser at my weight loss class was an elderly woman. So we asked her how she did it. She said, that's easy. At night, I take my teeth out at 6 o'clock. It'd be hard to chew without it, too.
That's a good way to lose weight.
It's hard enough with the teeth I got. I had to voice my concern when a coworker said she found dates using the internet.
Well, yeah, it can be dangerous.
I'm not on the internet.
No, you are not.
She said, "Don't worry about me. I always insist we meet at a miniature golf course." And I said, "Well, why there?"
Yeah,
First,
really.
it's a public spot.
Okay.
Second, it's in broad daylight. And third, I have a club.
To defend yourself is how I'm taking that one.
You want any more
Well,
jokes?
yeah, we can tell one more, Papa.
I've got some more here.
Okay, we'll tell a couple more. After this, folks, then we'll be giving you guys a good virtual tour of the Fall Festival. You'll get to see the goings on here at the Fall Festival. And boy, it's a great crowd. There is a lot of people here. Lots of people.
An optimist and a pessimist
Uh-oh.
spend the week together on a tropical island.
Well, that could get interesting.
The optimist says, "Isn't this ocean just amazing?
Right.
The endless horizon, the crashing waves,
Yeah.
the soft sand. It makes you appreciate the beauty of our planet."
I agree with
The
that.
pessimist says, "I don't think that rescue plane saw us."
Well, I didn't know they were stranded. That changes things.
Tropical island. Watching soccer. And I never have watched soccer.
Nothing against soccer. We're both sports fanatics, but I've never
Well, you
really
can
watched that one much.
You can identify with this punchline. Watching soccer is like watching grass grow with soccer players in the way.
It is. It is. There's not enough scoring in it. That's one thing I've noticed, Papa. If you when you see soccer scores, a lot of times it's like 2-0, or 3-2. Like, that's boring. That's no offense whatsoever.
This is the last one I'm going to tell.
Okay, we'll make it a good.
Lauren was lying in bed one night
Lauren was lying in bed. Okay.
when she felt her husband's hand caressing her neck.
Ooh.
Then it slid down her side,
Uh-oh.
stopping at her knee, which
Yeah.
was as far as her husband could reach. Then he moved closer and did the same on the other side before abruptly stopping and moving away. She was delighted by this attention that he was giving her, and so she whispered, "Honey, that was wonderful. Why did you stop?" "I found the remote."
Oh, shoot. That is good. So much for that, right?
Bless his heart.
That's yeah, poor fella. That's a dang good way to end it. Those were good, Papa. Those were good. Well, that is it for our Albertology today. That was some good jokes on Papa. And we appreciate you guys joining us today, though, for a special edition of the Albert and Billy Show from the Fall Festival. And you've got to see a taste of it. You've seen all of the people behind us and to the sides of us. And I just waved at somebody else. But you're going to get to see it up close and personal, I guess you could say. We're going to give you a good virtual tour of this place.
I think the wind has settled down somewhat.
It has. And that's good too. And so you'll get to enjoy that. Our producer Brody will be putting that together for you. So enjoy that. That'll be coming up. So stick around for that. And we just want to thank you guys for joining us today.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time in the studio. We'll be back for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Until then, so long, folks. Hope you have a great weekend and a great week. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
So long, folks. Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.